Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and welcome to day 13 of my solve of this, the Exit the Game Advent Calendar, the Intergalactic Race. Now, we'll start as always by having a look at the story, and it's clearly a long one today. Thankfully, everything turned out well again. It's hard to imagine what those warriors would have done to you and Claws if you hadn't figured out the riddle, but whatever. Now you're racing back in the direction of the signpost at incredible speed. It is clear to both of you that you were on the wrong course before. Claws slams on the brakes as he approaches the signpost. The Octopussian is still there and seems to be waiting for you. "If only you had spoken to me earlier," it greets you, somewhat flippantly. "I would have told you that this signpost is misleading. Someone has deliberately changed it. Unfortunately, there is no trace of the culprit so far." As you look closer, you can see it too. The space parking lot sign appears to have been twisted and then fixed in a new position with adhesive tape. The Octopussian quickly explains the right way to the space parking lot. "But if you ask me, you don't have the slightest chance," it says harshly. "The others all flew through here long ago. You are by far the last ones." "Right then," growls Claws grimly, starting the engine and taking off. When the Octopussian is out of sight, he turns to you. "If the others are cheating, then we'll cheat too. I'm now switching to space jump navigation so that I can make up for lost time." "Space jump navigation?" you ask, confused. "Does this old clunker have something as advanced as that? Why didn't you say so earlier?" "On one hand, because you didn't ask," Claws murmurs as he extends the control panel and hands it over to you. "And on the other hand, its use is, let's say, only permitted in exceptional circumstances. Come on, you calculate the course and I'll fly." Carefully tearing out this page and the next one. Now open door 13, behind which we will find 3 riddle cards, L1 to L3. So we're tearing out 2 pages today. Well, that's unusual. Don't think we've ever done that before. So we have part of an instrumentation panel, I think, for a spaceship there. And perhaps the other part here. And is this blank on the back? It is. Let's get rid of tomorrow's book entry. And yeah, well, we've got quite a lot to look at here, haven't we? So are they mirror images? We've got... No, they're not, are they? We've got turn right here and turn left here, but that is fly straight ahead and that is turn left. So right, so we've got 2 halves of the image of the spaceship and they don't actually quite match. But that's probably just a printing thing. If I overlap them slightly, do they match? Oh, only if I overlap them quite a lot. Well, I think they're probably intended to match though. Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's any differences in the middle, are there? I don't think so. So I can probably tape those together, but it probably also doesn't matter. So we've got quite a few instructions. Are they the same ones in different positions? Yes, we've got 2 turn lefts, 2 turn rights, 2 turn lefts, 2 turn rights. Dive into the wormhole. Oh, they're not the same. Exit the wormhole, 2 dive into the wormholes. And then what else? Fly straight ahead. Okay. I think we better go have a look in the room and see what's going on here. All right, now where's day 13? It's over here, isn't it? So let's have a look at that day and see what's inside. Or today, not just that day. Right, L3, L2 and L1, I hope. Yep. And inside the room, well, there's maybe the Octopussian with the signpost. We'll have a look in there in a minute, but let's start with these cards. So, L1 has got some instructions on, okay. L2 has got more instructions on, and L3 is something to do with extracting the answer, I think, because each day we are looking for a 3-digit code to put into our decode strip to work out where our next otherwise unlabeled door is. So, let's have a look. Space Jump Maneuver Part 1. Insert the control panel correctly, find the starting position, follow the flight protocol, target points to the flight instructions, and now I have noticed that these symbols are on here before. So, oh look, and this is, oh look. Oh, I think it's not a coincidence, it's got the same marks on it as the sheet we were just looking at, so we must be doing something with our decoder strip. Move the spacecraft accordingly, draw trajectories between the portals. Alright. Execute space jumps correctly. Connected wormholes look similar. Note, entry direction equals exit direction. Code from left to right. And then we have these flight protocols. So, I'll have a quick look in the room, but maybe that is just decorative today. Alright, so on the left of the room, an intergalactic roll of sticky tape. Top, right side, bottom, all blank. In the middle is that signpost, and although there's what looks like a handbag on the left and some alien writing, well, a campsite at the top, and maybe space toilets at the bottom right, and I can't read the middle right one. By the way, I've got to have the camera at this weird side angle because the calendar is so shiny. Alright, so I think we don't need the rest of the calendar. So let's have a look at these things along with the decoder strip. So these definitely match. these blue bars. So if I just take these out a minute, does this line up? It does line up perfectly, doesn't it? Okay, I think that was the first instruction, to line it up. Let me just go back to these instructions. 1. Insert the control panel correctly. Insert. I think that probably just means rest this on there. No? It does say /control panel. Okay. 2. Find a starting position. Oh, and then that's the picture here. What exactly is the detail of that picture? Is it different? Am I sliding the background pictures back and forth? No, surely not. But how does that picture correspond with this picture? What does that even mean? I'm not quite sure I understand that bit. Follow the flight protocol, and the flight protocol is this. So I think, presumably, these will slide back and forth and point at the instructions. Oh, okay. I think what we're doing is we're following these instructions to move, I'm just guessing here, but to move these around and draw in lines to join them, and we're going to draw some numbers. Because my first thought was we're going to just choose one of these, but actually I think these are going to be drawing instructions. I could be completely wrong. So find the starting position. I will ignore this picture and assume, oh, well, hang on, that must be some relevance. So let's start with this bit here, because I think that along with these instructions, we have everything we need to solve the puzzle. If I put this back together, there's nothing on the back, is there, that's relevant? I don't think so. I'm going to ignore step 2, find a starting position. I'm going to put this here. And the first thing I'm going to do is apply the flight protocol for 570. So 570. So we have fly straight ahead, turn right, and off the right hand side of my screen, let's move this over. We have, let's just line this up again, turn right. So you see, I have a feeling that we're just going to draw these on a bit of paper, and it's going to follow the instructions, presumably from top to bottom. Straight ahead, turn right. Oh, well then turn right. Does that mean turn twice? I'm not entirely sure I'm correct now. Now I'm actually trying it. But there's only one way to find out. Let's grab a bit of paper. If we start at some arbitrary point in space here, pointing upwards for the sake of argument, maybe drawing blue on blue is not the clearest way of illustrating this. Let's start with black. So we're pointing up in space here. Well, assume it's a 2D space, but anyway. And then we go straight ahead, some fixed unit, and we turn right, and we turn right again. So we end up facing back on ourselves. Assuming, of course, the turn right is the universal 90-degree turn. I'm not sure this is working out. Then our next step would be 495. So 495. Ah, now I guess it's the end that sticks out the most. So we've got turn left, which is undoes the last 2 moves, and dive into the wormhole. So I think we're not going up one space, turning right twice for no reason, turn left twice for no reason, then diving into the wormhole. That doesn't make sense. That's a drawing of 1, and that would be a very tortured way of doing it. But I feel this must be the essence of the puzzle, even if I'm missing the detail. So we've got these directional movements here, and we've got a joystick here. And there's no doubt that these flight protocols are sliding these back and forth to select things. So perhaps the only thing I'm missing is this starting position picture, which would perhaps be the thing I'm moving around. So where's that? It's not in the Advent Calendar booklet, I don't think. That's tomorrow's. I really shouldn't probably look at that at all. This is the, we don't normally look at this, but it's the help book and the game instructions. There's some stuff at the back, it's an advert, and then at the back of it is actually an extra puzzle. You didn't want to do the Rubik's Cube puzzle, but I haven't looked at that yet because, first of all, I didn't know about it on the day of the Rubik's Cube puzzle, if you know what I'm talking about, with reference to that, it's on the previous day. And second of all, it says, if you look at it now, and I have looked at it since someone commented on it, that you can use it again on a later day. So I don't want to look at it yet because it will be a spoiler. But where is this, if it does exist on the calendar, this picture here? That picture is very odd looking. So it makes me think it is something specific. And if it is something specific, perhaps we are moving relative to some defined starting point. But I don't see it. Here, let me put it on the screen again, here. Well, it's very small. But it's sort of a weird sideways on spaceship is what it looks like to me. But I don't see the weird sideways on spaceship here. I mean, there's a spaceship here, it looks nothing like it. What about at the top of the calendar? Are we? The only place we really can be moving left and right, up and down, would be on these boxes here. So, oh, here's the spaceship here. Ah, okay, so I was missing something. All right. I liked my idea, but I was obviously wrong. So can you see that? It's quite hard to make out. All right, so I've just turned off one of my lights so that we can see the calendar with fewer reflections. So this is the ship here, hiding on this rock. Okay, so we are applying these directions. Let's just move all this on top of my calendar. We're applying these directions to the starting point on the calendar, rather than just arbitrarily. But does that actually affect anything? So there are two things I can think of here. One is that we're just moving the ship to find a door, rather than using the normal mechanism of a 3-digit code, because that is not completely impossible, but it doesn't feel right. So the other option is that it's moving between things on the calendar. I can just take all this off again, having just plonked it on top. Yeah, so here, if we follow those instructions I had, which were straight, and then turn right, what are we actually doing? Oh, are we going between the gaps on the advent calendar, perhaps? So that was a straight, a right, a left, and a left. And there is a wormhole here, right? Ah, that was a 2. That was a 2. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. All right, let's take this together so it doesn't keep flopping around. And also I think taping it temporarily onto the decoder card is a good idea too, so that I don't make silly mistakes by misaligning things. All right, so here is our spaceship flight control panel. We put 570 in, which I know I've already done. And I know we're going to get straight, right, but that doesn't hurt. So we start here and we go straight. And I think right means go right and straight and right and straight. And then our next instruction is 495. 495. So we're here and we have turn, because it's not sticking onto that, you see. So I'm reading the sides that are sticking out. Turn left, and dive into the wormhole. So left, left. So we have gone dun, 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 and then into this wormhole, which is actually even marked on the calendar. And then we come out the wormhole somewhere. How do we know where we come out? Is there a matching pair? There seems to be a pair of wormholes here. Perhaps there is a matching pair on the calendar of this one. And is it under? It's up here. Look, I think we come out this wormhole here. So we have a 2 at the bottom right. Let's see. We've got 229 next. What do the instructions actually say about wormholes? Note: entry direction equals exit direction. Okay, so we were heading left as we headed into here. All right, so we come out of the wormhole here. So we come out with the same direction like it says on here. So we come out facing that way, and we have exit the wormhole, fly straight ahead, turn left. So straight ahead and left. And then 470, 470, which gives us turn left, turn right, turn right. Okay, so turn left, turn right, turn right. So that's dirt, 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 dirt. It's a 5. So we have at the bottom right 2, and then we have 5, and we enter this purple wormhole facing left. So we're going to come out of the purple wormhole facing left. And then we have 742, 742, which is dive into the wormhole. Okay, fine. Exit the wormhole and fly straight ahead. So straight ahead to here. So we've gone from the purple wormhole here to here. And then we have 429, 429, where we go left, ahead, left. So left, ahead, left, and then finally 094, 094, which is left, left, complete. So that's left, left, complete. Ah, so we've done this shape, a 6. So up here we had a 5, and here we had a 2. So am I doing them in the order of reading down and across the calendar, or in the order we flew them? I think probably the order we flew them. So that's 2, 5, 6. Oh wait, I've just realised I've done this is the 3rd time I think this year. I've never done it in previous year. I've put the strips back in, or in originally indeed, in the wrong positions. And do you know what that means? It means you can't solve the puzzle. There we go, let's fix that. So 256. 256. And we'd start here and we'd go up right, up left, up right. Oh, that can't be right, we've already been there. Maybe it's the order from this way. Perhaps it actually told us. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, 8. Code from left to right. I'm not very good at remembering those things. Code from left to right. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 2. And 5, 6, 2 in a decoder gives us this. right, up, down. We haven't used this, that's already an improvement. And it is hexagon, triangle, star. Hey! And that means we have found door 14, right next to door 13. And it also means I've had a very enjoyable day, because I thought that was a brilliant puzzle. Really fun. Full of multiple things. Tearing off your spaceship and sticking it together, and then overlaying the cards on it, putting it all together, tracing it on the calendar. So many little things to discover that all come together to make a really nice, fun puzzle that's also really well themed. If your theme is travelling through space, well, presumably helping Santa Claus develop. Nonetheless, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, maybe you'll join me for one of my future videos, or maybe one of these other advent calendar solves, and maybe you'll be interested in some of my puzzle books as well. It'd be great if you are. Make great Christmas gifts, I should say. Or for yourself, of course. But anyway, until I see you in one of those videos, take care and goodbye.